Welcome to Flashback Tracks. Travel back in time each Friday to an era of big hair, leg warmers, and Walkmans.
Far out.
Veg out with some clips from Downtime Broadcasting's promotional audio cassette magazine from the 80s and 90s, right here on the World Wide Web.
Selling 101, the Sales University of the Air.
The alternate approach to cold calling.
Out of every 100 salespeople, you can count on the fingers of one hand how many truly like to make cold calls. Although cold calling is the most effective and time-proven method, fear of cold calling and the advance of newer sales techniques have steered the masses away. Direct response mailing brings in a percentage of qualified buyers, telemarketing opens many new doors, and media advertising has predictable responses. Trade show participation is a form of cold calling, but it positions the buyer as one who visits you in your trade show booth as a reverse cold call. No matter how you do it, generating new accounts must never stop. With loss to attrition or to the competition, every salesperson needs to build a larger client base.
Perhaps it's time to take stock of your own abilities and recognize if since your earlier days in selling, your knowledge and capabilities have grown. Have you developed an expertise in an area? Have you the knowledge that people would pay to hear? Would you make an effective guest speaker? Chances are you have developed a bank of information in the field of motivation, recognition, performance evaluation, sales promotion, employee safety. Whatever the area, whatever your knowledge, there are people who would like to hear it, but not across a desk in a buyer-seller situation.
By making yourself available as a guest speaker at an association, a service club, an industry, a professional, or local civic group, you will step out in front of dozens of potential clients. By presenting your knowledge and credentials in an informative and general presentation, you will garner the image of an expert or consultant and do it while passively selling. If you are seen and heard, your client base is likely to grow rapidly. You might even notice an increase in existing business as current clients gain more respect for you and your firm.
Make contact with local groups and associations. The chairperson in charge of obtaining speakers is usually receptive and often desperate for fresh new faces and ideas. Keep your eye on the events or calendar section of your local paper to see what luncheon groups invite speakers. Drop a letter in the mail with a brief outline of your proposed talk, but don't give away your full story. Sell yourself in your letter by writing questions and suggesting that your presentation will answer these leading questions. Remember, one presentation can be used again and again with different groups, so it's worth the time to develop it.
The accompanying publicity and image will set you and your company apart from your competition. So, step up to the mic and step out to lunch to help you cold call and increase your customer base.
Travel back in time with us next Friday as we share more clips from the 80s and 90s on another rad episode of Flashback Tracks, exclusively on Promo Corner. Time to bounce.